أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Chair, Commissioners, Lead Counsel, Assistant Lead Counsel, viewers and listeners, good morning and welcome to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Without wasting time, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair for our next item on our today's agenda. Madam Chair, over to you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I would now call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joanna to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghayril maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Allahu la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum. La ta'khudhuhu sinatun wa la nawmun lahu ma fis samawati wa ma fil ardi. Man dhal ladzi yashfa'u 'indahu illa bi'iznihi ya'lamu ma bayna aydihim wa ma khalfahum. ولا يأتون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسي السماوات والأرض ولا يعد حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
Sir, can you please call the witness? Oh, sorry.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty God and Father, the one whom we adore, we bow in silence at your feet today, asking for mercy. Forgive our misdeeds. We commit ourselves into your care. Heal us from every infirmity. Take away shame, disgrace, and embarrassment from our mindset, from our midst. Enable us to be steadfast in our task, and grant us divine grace and mercies as we continue to serve you with sincerity of heart today and forevermore. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. File down. Yes. Okay. Can you hold on to the mic? What is your religion?
I'm a Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
I'm going to swear by the Holy Quran.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Mr. Witness, you hold the Quran or you place your hand on the Holy Quran and repeat after me. Say, I, Seedy Touray, do swear that I will speak the truth,
I'm going to speak the truth,
the whole truth, and nothing
and nothing
but the truth.
but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me
You
God.
may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness has been sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Touray.
Good morning, ma.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Counsel, can we proceed, please?
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Mr. Touray.
Good morning.
Can you please state your names for the record?
My name is Seedy Touray.
Sorry, could you speak into the mic, please?
My name is Seedy Touray.
Okay. Where do you live?
I live in Bakau.
Okay. And what is your occupation?
I'm a civil servant.
You provided a statement to the Commission, is that correct?
Yes, ma.
And you read the statement and signed it.
Exactly.
All right. Let me show you this document. You can confirm whether this is your statement dated 25th October 2023.
Exactly. Yes, it's my statement.
Okay. And do you adopt that statement as part of your evidence before the Commission?
Yes.
Madam Chair, I applied to tender the witness statement of Seedy Touray as identified by the witness.
The witness statement dated the 25th of October 2023, signed by Seedy Touray, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/SKT/MKAC/001.
As a Commission, please, I'm grateful. Mr. Touray, can you provide us with a summary of your education and background?
I attended Hermitage High School. I was appointed in Basse
As what?
as a revenue collector.
Okay. Please proceed.
Up to 2019, up to 1999, I was moved to Janjambure Area Council
As what?
as a senior revenue collector.
Okay.
Then in 2021, I started doing my AAT courses. I started AAT level 1 up to AAT level 3.
In 2021?
Yes, 2021, 2022.
Okay.
No, 2001, 2002, 2003, sorry.
Okay.
After the completion of my AAT technician, then I started doing my management courses. I did diploma in management at MDI. I did advanced diploma in management at MDI. And I did my postgraduate diploma in public administration at MDI.
Can you give us a timeline for these diplomas? So, like, when did you do the diploma and then the advanced and the postgraduate diploma?
I did my diploma in management January to December 2014.
Okay.
2015, I did advanced diploma in management.
Okay.
In 2016, I did my postgraduate diploma in public administration.
Okay.
And 2019-2020, I did my master's in business administration.
Okay.
And in 2021-2022, I did my master's of science in management at Subdeco University, MDI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
That's all.
that's all?
Yes.
So you do not have a bachelor's degree?
No.
But you were able to obtain master's degrees without a bachelor's degree?
Because of my certificate in postgraduate diploma in public administration.
Because of your certificate in what?
Postgraduate diploma in public administration.
So the master's in business administration, which institution did you get that from?
It is under the consultancy of Tax Crown.
Under the what?
The consultancy of Tax Crown.
Okay.
But the certificate is from the University of Ekute in Benin.
And the Masters of Science in Management is from Subdeco at MDI.
Exactly.
Okay. So the one from Task Crown, you said you did from 2019 to 2020, is that correct?
2019 to?
2020.
No, that was not correct.
That was what?
No.
Can you give us the dates, please?
For which program?
Masters in Business Administration, Task Crown
Okay,
Consultancy,
Masters in
certificate from Benin.
Okay. Sorry. Masters in Business Administration is 2019-2020, and MSc in Management is 2021-2022.
So the one that you did with Task Crown was 2019 to 2020.
Exactly.
Okay. And was it a full-time or a part-time course?
It was a part-time.
It was a master's degree and it was part-time.
Yes.
Okay. And did you attend classes in person or were they online?
No, I was attending classes in person.
And how often did you have class?
Pardon?
How often were your classes?
We are having it a week twice.
Every twice?
Every week.
So you had 2 classes per week?
Yeah.
And when were these classes and how long?
Pardon?
When were these classes and for how long?
The classes were weekend classes to me.
Pardon?
They were weekend classes.
Weekend classes.
Yeah.
And for how many hours in a day?
At least 2 hours.
2 hours a day.
Yeah.
Do you have a copy of your certificate?
Yes.
Do you have a copy or the original?
I have the original with me.
Okay, so during the break I'll ask for a copy of the original and then we'll compare the two and we'll apply to tender those.
Okay.
So your MSc from 2021 to 2022, was that also part-time?
Yeah, it was also part-time.
And it was at MDI?
Yes.
And was it online or in person?
In class.
In class? How often did you have classes?
I do have classes every week, 3 times.
3 times a week?
Yes.
What days?
I think it was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
And how long did these classes last?
Some classes were about 2 hours.
Sorry?
Some classes were about 2 hours. Some were
2 hours.
1.5 hours.
So the shortest time would be 1.5 hours.
Exactly.
What would be the longest time?
About 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. Now, so when did you start working at Mansakonko Area Council?
I started working there in 2001.
2001?
Yes.
Mansakonko?
Yes.
Okay. As what?
As CEO.
2001 or 2021?
2021, sorry, 2021.
When in 2021?
It was in February 2021.
All right. And whilst you were CEO of Mansakonko Area Council in 2021, where did you live?
I was living in Jarasoma itself.
Pardon?
I was living there in Mansakonko itself.
In Jarasoma.
Yes.
And how often did you work?
Monday to Friday.
What hours?
8 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
From Monday to Friday?
Yes. Friday is 8 o'clock to 12:30.
Okay. So this period was a period during which you were undergoing your Masters of Science
Exactly.
at MDI.
Exactly.
So I'm just trying to figure out how you were able to attend class and work.
Yes, I was traveling.
Okay.
Usually when I'm supposed to have classes on Thursday,
Okay.
I have to leave on Thursday itself because usually we have our classes by 3 o'clock.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I said usually we used to have our classes by 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So usually I leave there on Thursday in the morning
Okay.
and come and attend classes.
Okay, so that would be for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Exactly.
Okay. And then you would return, I'm assuming, on Sunday or Monday?
On Sunday.
On Sunday. Now, did you have any study leave for this period?
Yeah, actually, I apply. No, I didn't have any study leave, but I wrote to the ministry, to the permanent secretary,
Okay.
to inform him about my classes.
When did you write?
Actually, I cannot remember unless I look at the records. I cannot remember.
Do you have that letter?
Yeah, I need to search it when I go back.
All right. Could you note it down as one of the documents that you would have to provide to us?
Okay.
You've written it down? Okay. Thank you. Now you wrote to the minister, did you, or to the ministry, did you do this at the time that they were appointing you? Sorry, at the time they were, you were made CEO of Mansakonko Area Council?
Yes, I think I started the program before coming to Mansakonko.
Yes, okay. So when did you start it? Because you went to Mansakonko in February.
February, exactly.
So when did you start the program?
I started the program early part of 2021. I cannot actually
What would be
remember.
the early part, considering that February is the second month?
I cannot actually remember the actual date unless I go back and look at the records, but I think it was around January. It was around January or
Okay.
late 2020. unless I go back and look at the records.
All right, please do that. We need that information as well.
Okay.
Also, do you have your letter? Yeah, thanks. So you said that you were promoted to acting chief executive officer of Kerewan Area Council
Yes.
in 2013.
Yes.
Do you have a copy of that letter?
Yeah, I think I have a copy of it.
Can I see that, please?
I didn't bring it here, but I think it is with me at home, unless I note it
Yes,
down.
please
then I
write
can
it down.
put here. Okay, it is noted.
Thanks. Also, so you were acting CEO at Kerewan Area Council for the entire period that you were there?
Yes, and
Okay.
I was also confirmed there.
You were confirmed.
Yes,
When was that?
that I cannot also remember unless I
Mr.
look
Mr.
at
Touray, can you please speak into the mic? We are not getting you.
Sorry.
Mr. Gay, can you fix the mics for him?
Please note that as well, the confirmation letter.
Okay, it's noted.
So you were confirmed there and then deployed to Mansakonko Area Council.
Exactly.
Excuse me. So when you went to Mansakonko, did you inform the council that you had classes that you had to attend?
I think that was the time I wrote to the ministry, and I copied the chairman of the council.
Okay, so you wrote to the ministry and you copied the chairman.
Yes.
Did you not think it, I don't want to say respectful, but more prudent to inform the council that you're going to at the time you're doing it? I mean, when they sent you the letter that you're going to Mansakonko, at that time, did you not think it would be appropriate to inform all the parties involved, which would be the ministry and the council, of your classes?
Exactly.
So was it at that time that you informed them?
Actually, it was not exactly at that time.
Okay, like how long afterwards?
I cannot remember, but I think it takes some months.
Some months.
Yes.
And did the council know why you were not at work on Thursdays and on Fridays before you wrote the letter? I'm sorry. So did you inform them why you were not present for work 2 days out of the week?
Yes, I informed the chairman.
Okay. Verbally?
Yes, verbally, yes.
Okay. And what was his reaction?
Actually, he accepted it. There was no reaction that I can just remember that he did, but he accepted it.
Okay. So Under normal circumstances, considering that you'd be absent from work 2 days out of the 5, is it not appropriate to take leave for those periods, or have those days deducted from your salary or something appropriate in that line?
Actually, I don't think it in that way anyway.
You don't think what?
I don't think it should be in that way as far as I'm going to build my capacity purposely for the work of the council, for my office.
Can you speak into the mic? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I said as far as I was going for the classes purposely to build my capacity as the CEO. So I thought being absent for a day or two, not attending office work, I term it not to be that much an issue anyway.
Okay, so you're paid to work 5 days a week.
Pardon?
You're paid to work 5 days a week.
Yes.
Right? Now, you don't work for 2 days out of that week.
Yes.
You're being paid for days that you do not work.
Okay.
Am I right or not?
Yes.
Okay. And the people that you're working for are being denied your services for those 2 days.
Yes.
Now, during those 2 days that you're absent, who takes over your duties?
The admin officer is there.
Is the admin officer on the same level as the chief executive officer?
Actually, as a smaller council, those transactions are not that much there, whereby you may think that there are issues which you know. In my absence, it cannot be handled.
So I'm not asking in terms of the size of the council. I'm asking in terms of responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're the CEO.
Yes.
What grade are you at?
Pardon?
You're grade 12 fixed, right?
Yeah, fixed, yeah.
The admin officer, what grade is he at?
The admin officer is grade 10.
Grade 10. What grade is your director of finance at?
Grade 12.
Grade 12. So the two of you are the same grade, right? The director of finance is the closest office to yours, right?
Yes.
In terms of responsibility, in terms of experience, etc. So why is your admin officer the one taking over your responsibilities in your absence?
Actually, when it comes to administrative issues, it is taken care of by the admin officer.
Okay.
But when it is financial issues, it's taken care of by the finance director.
Did you provide any handover notes for them every Wednesday?
Absolutely no.
Okay. So how do they know what you've left outstanding or not?
Usually when transactions comes in, they do inform me.
How do they inform you?
Through telephone calls.
Okay. And you give instructions
Exactly.
over the phone?
Exactly.
So what about documents that need signing? What if there's a check that needs to be signed?
Before coming, if there are checks to be signed, I do sign them, we process them. Then when I go, they have to wait on me because we don't have that much transactions.
So when you go, they have to what?
They have to wait because
They have to wait.
Yeah, before leaving, I know we don't have any payment that we should do.
Okay.
Yes. So whenever I'm back on Monday, then we proceed with, if there is any sign to be checked, then I sign it.
So basically there are no financial transactions, or there are no official financial transactions carried out on Thursdays and Fridays for the whole of 2021 and 2022?
Transactions are done. It is only the CEO who is not there.
So who signs checks on behalf of the council?
It's the CEO and the director of finance.
So there are no checks that are issued on Thursdays and Fridays
Usually.
from Mansakonko Area Council?
Yes, usually.
When in 2022 did your course finish?
It was late in 2022.
Late 2022.
Yes.
So essentially for 2 years, you're absent from your council 2 days a week.
Yes.
So what about Okay, so in 2019 and 2020, you said your classes were weekend classes. The ones for Task Crown.
Yes.
Yeah, so, okay, you were at Care One then. Who paid for this course?
Which one?
Task Crown.
I paid it for myself.
You paid for yourself? How much was the tuition?
It was about 200 and I don't know, 200 and something dollars. Unless I look
200 and something dollars is?
Yes, 200 and something thousand, 200,000, about 200,000.
So about $200,000.
Yeah.
And how did you pay? Cash, check,
Yeah,
transfer?
I was paying by cash, by installment.
Did you get any sponsorship from Karawan Area Council?
Do I have any?
Did you get any sponsorship or contribution from Karawan Area Council towards that?
Yeah, after completion of, almost after the completion of my payment, I got the approval from the Karawan Area Council that they are going to effect the payment of my fee at Tax Crown. So they raised the check and I took it there to pay it.
That's Karawan.
Yes.
Okay. Did they have a sponsorship scheme at Karawan Area Council?
Yeah, there is a sponsorship scheme.
Okay.
Not actually a sponsorship scheme, but there is a budget line for training of council staff.
Okay, and how does one access the funds under that budget line?
Yeah, the person have to apply, the staff have to apply, then the education subcommittee will look at it. As the CEO, I will advise them. But we are also looking at your office, the capacity that you are going to build have to be in line with your office work. So usually based on that, I usually give the recommendation to the education subcommittee.
So you made an application to the education subcommittee of Karawan Area Council?
Yes.
When was this?
Not me, but you talk about staff. I said when staff needs training.
Okay, you're staff, right?
Yes.
And you needed training?
Yes.
I'm assuming that you applied?
Yeah, they apply, yes.
Okay, so when did you apply?
Not me, I didn't apply for training.
So what did you apply for?
For Karawan?
Yes.
Yes, I applied for them to, I applied first, and they were not able to pay it because looking at the financial situation of the council by then, they were not unable to pay it. But after when there was money, that was the time they decided giving me the approval to pay. I think my application should have been there with them at the office there in Karawan.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. When did you apply, and when did you get approval, and when did you get funding?
Actually, for that one, I cannot remember right now.
Okay, can you source that? Can you get that information for us?
Yeah, okay. Okay, they are noted.
Thank you. Is that the same system in Mansakonko?
No, Mansakonko, no.
They don't have a scholarship fund?
There is a vote in the budget,
Okay,
training of council staff.
okay. And how does one access it?
Staff who are interested have to write to the council, to the chairperson of the education committee.
Okay.
And when we have our meeting, we discuss their issues. And we look at the ones that council can sponsor based on the availability of the resources.
Okay. So, in Kerewan, did you sit on the committee when they were reviewing your application?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm part of the committee.
Yes, but considering that it was your issue that was being discussed,
Yes.
do you think it was appropriate to sit on the committee?
Yeah, actually, I think it is appropriate
Okay, why is that?
for me to convince them the purpose of the council sponsoring me and what benefit will the council gain out of it as far as it is in line with my work too.
So when other staff apply for sponsorship, are they present at the meeting?
No,
Okay. That's because the committee will consider their application documents presented to the committee, right?
yes,
Okay. So why would the same standard not be used for your application?
yeah, CEO is a member of all committees.
Yes.
So any committee that may sit, the CEO have to be there technically to advise them.
Now, do you understand about conflict of interest?
Yes,
Okay. Now, do you understand that you sitting on your own application is
Yeah.
a conflict of interest?
actually when it comes to the interest, it is also to the interest of the council
No.
too.
Let's deal with that first. Do you understand that sitting on your own application is a conflict of interest?
Yes,
Okay. Now, do you agree that you had an unfair advantage over any other staff that applied because you're sitting on the committee and you're able to convince the committee in person why they should sponsor you? You've already said that no other staff gets that opportunity, right?
yeah, they also have the opportunity.
They sit on the committee?
No,
Okay, so you have an unfair advantage over them because you sit on the committee.
okay.
Not okay. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, you are right.
Okay. Did any of the committee members suggest that you not be present while they deliberate on your application?
No,
Who are the members of this committee?
I cannot remember in Kerewan now.
They had minutes of meetings, right?
Yes,
So they kept minutes of the meetings of this. Okay, can you provide us with the meetings of this meeting?
I believe they are all submitted here because.
Pardon?
Anyway, I will consult them.
Yes.
I'll
Please write
consult
it down.
Okay, it is noted now.
Thanks. Was this the only course that you did with Task Crown?
Yes,
Okay. And when did you get your certificate?
I received my certificate in, I think in 2020.
In 2020.
Yeah.
So how did Kerewan Area Council pay for this? Was it by check?
Yes, it was by check.
Was it made out to you or was it made out to the institution?
No, it was made out to the institution.
It was made out to the institution?
Yes.
And it was the whole amount that they paid?
Yes, ma.
So when Kerewan paid for you, did you get a refund of the monies that you paid?
Yes.
How much was that refund?
It was about 200,000.
And how was it paid to you?
It was paid into my account.
When was that?
I cannot remember the date, unless I go back and look at the
Or was it
records.
before you finished your course?
It was before I finished my program.
So before 2020,
Yeah.
or rather before 2021, because
Exactly.
2020, yeah? Now, the proprietor of Tascram, is his name Sam Ali Ashcroft?
Yes.
Okay. So he would have paid the monies to your account, right?
Yes.
Let me just check. So on the 22nd of August 2022, Sam Ali Ashcroft made a deposit of $218,100 into your trust bank account. Are you
No.
aware of this?
Pardon?
Are you aware of the deposit of $218,100 made by Sam Ali Ashcroft
Yes.
into your trust bank account
Yes.
on the 22nd of August 2022?
Okay.
Are you aware of it?
Yes.
Okay. So this was in 2022.
Okay.
Your course ended in 2020.
Yes.
Why the 2-year gap?
Actually, unless I go back and look at the records,
What records?
I cannot just recall. I can remember after the paying, the money was paid into my account, that I know.
Now, let me ask a question before that. Would you consider yourself a wealthy man?
Mhm.
Would you?
Pardon?
Would you consider yourself a wealthy man?
A wealthy man?
Yeah.
No.
Would you consider yourself rich?
Rich? No.
Okay. If somebody owed you $218,000, would you leave it for 2 years?
Yeah. Actually, it depends on the type of person and his condition. The guy may tell me that, yeah.
The who?
Ali, I don't know, but Ali can tell me, let me give him time, then he's going to pay it into my account, that I know. But it was a refund paid into my account, that I know.
So I'm asking you, if somebody owed you $200,000, you said you're not rich, you're not wealthy, so I'm assuming that you need money like the rest of us, right?
Yes.
If somebody owed you $200,000,
Mhm.
regardless of what their circumstances are, would you leave it with them?
Actually, not actually living with him or her, but it's a deposit for me. I know it will be paid.
So it doesn't matter how long
Yeah,
until you get it.
exactly.
So then you have money.
Depending on the type of person that I'm dealing with. I know Ali and I know he's going to pay it. So,
Okay.
but
Do
that I
you, do
don't
you
have
know
any-
him outside of this relationship?
pardon?
Do you know him outside of this relationship that you have as him being the proprietor of the institution where you're studying?
Yeah, because I know him in the sense that I met him and he was telling me about this program, that whether I'll be interested.
So you only know him as the proprietor of the institution where you studied?
Tax crown.
Yes.
Yes.
So what gave you the confidence that he would pay you back?
Actually, I know him. Because we used to meet, and he used to advise me to concern about my capacity building. Because at one time we are not far away from each other, where he was renting. Then when he
Where is
introduced,
that?
pardon?
Where is that?
It's in Bakau.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he introduced this program, one day I came on weekend, he informed me about it. That let me build my capacity. There is a degree program that is taking place at Tax Crown. Then I was interested to go in for it.
This institution, this Task Crown, where is it located?
Pardon?
Where is Task Crown Institute located?
They have their classes at Jimpex Road, but we were having our classes at YMCA.
YMCA.
Yes.
So about how many students do you think they have?
The time I was doing this program, we were having about 10 students.
You're having what?
About 10 students.
10 students.
Yes.
Okay. So let's say all these 10 students are paying about what you're paying, $200,000. What made you comfortable enough to leave your $200,000 with Sam Ali Ashcroft for 2 years? I mean, you said you knew he could pay you back.
Yes.
Why?
Because I have trust in him, and I know it's a deposit that he will pay.
Okay. So you think that he's comfortable and he can afford to pay you back, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So if he can afford to pay you back, why is he not paying you back for 2 years?
Actually, that I cannot just answer.
Did you ever ask him for your refund?
No, he just told me that he's going to make sure they settle it.
So you didn't ask him for your refund ever?
No, actually, the time I didn't ask him. Yeah.
Also, if you could afford to pay for your tuition and you had already paid for your tuition, why would you apply to the council to sponsor you?
Yeah, because I was rendering services for the council, and secondly, there is a budget line.
Okay, so let me just ask, or rather when you left Kerewan and you left the year after, how have they benefited from this course that you took?
Actually, if they didn't benefit, but the councils are benefiting.
Is it the councils that paid for the course?
Not actually, but
so that's why I want to know, if you've already paid for it, right? Why would you ask the council to pay for it? Especially when, as you said, you knew the council had financial difficulties.
yes.
So why would you try to cripple it further by asking it to pay $200,000 that it didn't have, that you had and had already paid?
I realized that council was not having the money, and secondly, I also spoke to the chairman about it, that I'm going to proceed with the program. Whenever funds are available, then council can see what is possible so that they can approve it for them to pay it for me. And that's what happened.
So at the time that you were applying, or at any time after that, did you inform them that you'd already paid for the course?
Yes, they are aware of it, because I was all along talking to chairman that I'm paying it.
Sorry, who's that chairman?
Malam Bojang.
He was the chairman of Caravan Area Council.
Then.
During the period that you were chasing your 200,000.
Exactly.
Okay.
Malamin Bojang.
Malamin.
Yeah.
Now, you went to Mansakonko Area Council in February 2021.
Yes.
Right? And whilst you were there, in December of 2021, you wrote to the council to apply for them to sponsor your course that you were taking at Task Crown Institute.
Okay.
Is that right?
We are in Mansakonko?
Yes.
I cannot remember.
Okay. Registrar, can we get the exhibits that had come? Okay. I'm going to show you that letter in a little bit. The registrar is going to get the exhibits. Can you also provide us with the receipts of payment for this course that you took?
Okay, it is noted.
Thank you. Also, how did you sit to exams?
Pardon?
How did you sit to the exams for these master's degree programs that you were taking?
As we were given a timetable.
No. So were your exams in person, or so especially the one for task ground, considering that your certificate was issued by an institution abroad, did they set your exam questions? Did you go to Benin to sit to the exams? Did you sit to them in the Gambia? Was it your friend Sam Ali that gave you the... How did you sit to these exams?
Anyway, we sat for the exams at WAIC.
At who?
WAIC.
WAIC.
Yes.
In Banjo.
Yes.
Okay. And who sets the questions?
Actually, I don't know who set the questions.
Okay. And your certificate, how did you get it? Was it sent to you from Benin?
Yeah, it was.
Did you have to go to receive it?
It was sent to us from Benin.
Okay. Did you have a graduation ceremony?
Pardon?
Did you have a graduation ceremony?
No.
Okay, so they just sent you your certificates.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, how did you learn about Task Crown Institute?
First, I was informed by Ali Sam.
Where did you meet him until he informed you?
I cannot remember where I met him because at times we do meet even in the traffic.
Pardon?
At times we even meet in the traffic.
No, so I'm talking about before you enrolled, right? You must have known that, oh, there's this institution that, you know, I can apply to do a certain course. I can get enrolled. How did you know about it?
Yeah, because he was all along advising me about to build my capacity.
Yes, where? Where was he advising you?
Yes, he invited me at his office in Fajara.
Okay, so where did he meet you to know to invite you?
Actually, I cannot remember where he met me by then. But I can remember he invited me to his office. By then his office was at Fajara. I went there, he was telling me about this program.
So at that time, where did you live?
I'm living in Bakau.
When you were at Kerewan Area Council, you lived in Bakau?
Yes, but I have a residence in Kerewan.
You have a what?
A quarters in Kerewan.
Okay.
Yes.
So did you guys meet on the street in Bakau?
Yeah, at times we do meet and stand, we chat.
Okay, so
Yes.
it is by virtue of the fact that you live nearby, that's how, and you chatted, that's how he knew that he should invite you to his office?
Yeah, exactly. To show me about the program.
Okay. So you're saying from all these courses that you have listed, that you have done, you're an expert in finance, in management, in public administration, and accounting, right?
Not an expert.
You have a master's degree. What does that make you? You have 2 master's degrees in these fields. Does that not make you an expert in those fields?
Actually, I can only say I have my master's degrees.
Okay.
But
So the master's degree will let anybody who knows that you have a master's degree in these fields think that you are well versed with them, right?
Exactly.
That you know them very well. And if they needed advice on any of these issues, they can come to you.
Exactly.
And that they can employ you because you're very good at these fields, right?
Exactly.
But you don't think that makes you an expert
No.
in these fields? Okay. I don't know whether the commissioners have questions while I go through this.
Yes, Mr. Touray, you have you stated in your evidence that in February 2021 you became the CEO of Mansakonko Area Council.
Yes, ma.
Now, and you were able to qualify for your 2 master's degrees within 2020 and 2022. Am I correct?
Yes.
Now, would it surprise you if we tell you that for most of, if not for 3/4 of the time, you were in the combos, pursuing your educational activities? Is that not correct?
3/4
Of the time. You used to go to Mansakonko Area Council.
Yes.
That is true. But for most of the time when you have classes during the week, you are most often in the combos, not in Mansakonko.
Yes.
Is that not correct?
Yes.
And that it is sometimes on Sunday that you go to Mansakonko to sign checks, probably when there are urgent situations. Is that not the case?
No, on Sundays I do go to Jara Soma to start work on Monday. So if there are any transactions to be done, that will be done on Monday, but not on Sunday.
Would we be correct to say that you used to have classes on Monday? There were times that you used to have classes on Monday, and the records are there to show.
I cannot remember. It can happen,
No,
but I cannot remember.
wait, listen. Is it correct when we say you used to have classes on Monday, and there are records to show that? Would we be correct to say that?
Actually, it can be possible.
It can be possible.
Yes. It can be possible.
It can be possible that you used to attend classes on Monday
Yes.
here in the combos.
Yes.
So it will be correct to say that for most of the week, you go to Mansakonko Area Council when they have exigent situation that you need to deal with as CEO. Am I correct?
Not in all cases, because I used to be there.
Maybe you did not understand my question. Let me put it properly. Will it be correct if we say that you used to go to Mansakonko Area Council during exigent situations because you were occupied with your program, which we believe capacity development is very important, but it's also important for us to know, you understand, time spent on your job and time spent in capacitizing yourself, which is very important for efficient running of in the efficient execution of your duties as CEO. So would it be correct to say that you go to Mansakonko Area Council when there are exigent situations?
Not actually when there are situations. I do go there. Based on when I didn't have classes, I have to go and do my work.
Yes.
But not actually when
But
there
for
are.
all the time you have classes, you will not be in Mansakonko.
Exactly.
Is that what you are saying?
Yes.
Correct. So it will be correct to say that most of the time you will be in the combos and you execute your duty through communications, right?
That's on Thursdays and Fridays when I have classes. And if there is any extra classes that I may have during the weekday, I do also attend that one.
All right. Now, how many banks was the council maintaining at the time you were CEO? Bank accounts?
I think it was 4.
We want you to be specific. If you know, you tell us that it is 4. If you don't know, we can give you opportunity to cross-check and give us the correct.
It was 4.
It is 4.
Yes.
And which are these banks?
It's Supersonic, Reliance, Trust Bank, and GT Bank.
And GT.
Yes.
Now, which banks do you bank with personally?
To me,
Yes.
Trust Bank, and I have my current account at GT Bank.
So now with those accounts, do staff of the council deposit money for and on your behalf into those accounts?
Yes, I do give them money to deposit in my account.
Now, it will be correct to say that whilst you were CEO in Mansakonko Area Council, you were not doing any other form of business because you were pursuing your educational career. Is that correct?
I was not doing any other.
Business, aside from working for the council and doing your master's programs.
Yes, I do have some personal issues that I take care of myself.
What are they business activities?
Yeah, actually, because my brother do send some containers where people are engaged to sell those goods. And when they,
Containers? Yes, yes. What do you say?
and when they sell them, they have to give me the money.
So, your brother, what is the name of your brother?
Farman Touray.
Farman Touray. So, you oversee that business?
Exactly.
Is it a registered business?
Not actually.
Where does he have his place of business?
No, he brought container only twice, and the rest.
Twice. When
Yeah.
did he bring the containers into the country?
Actually, I think it was around 2019, 2020.
2019, 2020.
Yeah, unless I go back and look at some of the
Okay, so
documents
it
I
is
have
only
there.
during those periods that you had monies outside of your of your salaries.
Not only that too.
Hmm?
Not only that.
Yes, and where else did you generate? You said 2019 and 2020.
Yes.
Okay.
I can remember I also have lands that I sold.
Yes, when was this?
I cannot remember the dates. I cannot remember because I think I'm having a copy of those documents, the lands that I was having.
Yes.
One
And you
was
sold how many pieces of land?
it was 2.
2.
Yes.
When? Which year?
I think it was around 2020, 2021.
2020,
2021.
21. How much did you sell them for?
Actually, one was about 100,000.
Yes. The other one?
Because the one I bought in Kerawan, I divided it into 2 and sold them separately.
Yes, you said one was at 100,000. The next one, how much was it? The
And
other
that's
one?
the one in Kerawan.
Mhm.
When I divided it into 2, I think I sold them, each of them, about 100,000 too.
So maybe the second one, the second plot was generated an income of 200,000, right?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So in total you had 300,000.
Exactly.
And this is between 2020 and 2021.
Something like that, yeah, something
Yes.
like that.
And these monies, did you pay them into your account?
Yeah, exactly. When I have money at times, I do pay them into my account.
So you paid the first lot, which was 100,000, you paid it all into your account?
No, actually no, because
How
when
much did you pay into the account and how much did you eat cash?
I cannot actually remember when I'm paid such amount, this is what I spent, this is what I bank.
Okay.
I cannot remember, but I
So
know.
the 200,000 also, how much did you put in your account if you could recall? And how much did you spend?
Actually, I was putting monies into my account, I cannot remember.
Now, who is Babu? Who is Babu Dur?
Babu is an area council worker.
Okay. What about Tumbulu?
Tumbul is working in Jarasoma as a market collector.
Market collector.
Yes.
Who is Lamin Jame?
Lamin was working with Kerawan, but
He's
no.
also a collector, right?
Yes.
Correct. And Ibrahim Sediba, of course, he's the center manager, right?
No, Mahmoud
Who is
Seedy,
Ibrahim Sediba?
he is a friend.
He's a friend.
Yes. Seedy is the center manager.
Okay. Then Mansakonko?
Yeah, Banjik is working with the area council.
Okay. So, these people, what about Fabakary Fofana?
Yes, Fabakary is also working with the area council.
Okay. So, aside from Ibrahima Sediba, which we will cross-check, because he has his telephone number, which you will confirm, people are working for the council, right?
Yes.
And these people, they deposit money into your accounts, right?
Exactly.
So where do you get these monies that you give to these people to deposit cash into your account?
Yeah, at times when I come here, whenever I'm paid some money, I have to cross with it. Whosoever I may find in Bara, at times I give it to the individual to go and pay it. When it is Farapenya, I give it to any of my staff to go and pay it for me.
Let's just look at this. 2019, 12 October 2019, Mansakonko deposited $18,700. Where did you get that money from?
I cannot remember.
You cannot remember.
Where I get the money,
Yes.
I cannot
You give
remember.
him to-
I cannot remember it.
But you were at that time working with Mansakonko as
Yes,
a collector.
yes.
Counsel, you may proceed. We'll come back to this.
Thank you. Mr. Touray, who is
Yes.
Malang Kamara?
Pardon?
Who is Malang Kamara?
Malam Kamara.
Yeah.
I cannot remember.
Okay. What about Omar Njai?
Omar?
Njai.
Omar, okay. Omar is also a friend. He is right now in Holland.
Okay. Fabakary Fofana, which area council does he work for?
Kerawan.
Kerawan. What about Mansakonko?
Banjik is also in Kerawan.
Babundur?
Babu is also in Kerawan.
Okay. What are their functions? Are they revenue collectors?
Yes, two of them are revenue collectors. One is a market collector.
Which one is the market and which ones are revenue?
Babu is a market collector.
And then Mansakonko and Fabakary Fofana are revenue collectors.
Yes.
Okay. Who is Suleiman Damfa?
Suleiman is a friend.
What about Babu Juf?
Babu?
Juf?
Babu Juf.
Yes.
Babu was working in Kerawan. What? Babu?
In Kerawan as what?
He was a market collector, now retired and blind.
Market collector, now retired and what?
He's blind completely.
Blind.
He's blind. And I think he's also an amputee too.
Okay. Who is Usman Mane?
Usman is a friend.
Okay. So these friends that you have spoken about, so Usman Mane, Suleiman Damfa, Omar Njai, do you have any business with them?
Yeah, actually, I think, yes, I do send those other guys, they are my youngest,
They're your what?
my younger brothers, in the sense that we are living around the same area in Bakau.
Suleiman Damfa, Omar Njai, and Usman Mane.
Yes.
Okay, so you all live in the same area?
No, Usman is living in Kanifing.
In Kanifing?
Yes.
So do you have business dealings with them?
Yes, I do send Suleiman and Omar to the bank. And Usman is a businessman.
Okay.
So I do have some business with him.
What business is that?
Actually, he used to sell some items to me.
He sold items to you?
Mr. Touray, can you please speak into the mic?
Yes, he used to sell items to me.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you sell items to him?
I cannot remember.
You cannot recall?
No, I cannot recall.
But you give him money to go to the bank for you? Because you said you sometimes send him to the bank. Suleiman and Omar.
Pardon?
You said you sometimes send Suleiman and Omar to the bank.
Exactly.
Okay. So what do you send them to the bank to do?
At times I send them to go and deposit. At times I send them to go and withdraw.
Okay. What are they depositing for you?
Monies?
Yes, I know it's monies, but monies from where?
From me.
Yes, Mr. Touray, you just said you gave them monies to deposit for you. What is the source of those monies?
Yeah, as I told Ma, I do have some items that I used to sell.
What items?
Yeah, just what I told her, that my brother sent containers. Right now, as I'm speaking to you, I even have some goods with me in my house.
Okay, just 1 second. The chair wants to ask you some questions.
Mr. Touray,
Yes, Ma.
you have told us that in 2019 and in 2020, your brother sent you
You said-
containers.
Yes.
I forgot to ask you, how much did you make from those containers?
Actually, I cannot remember because he put some cars there.
Did you after selling those containers, did you deposit any money
Yeah.
into your account?
Yeah, at times I deposit, at times
No, I'm asking you, just answer me a direct question.
Yes,
Did you deposit
Eh,
any monies into your savings or your current account between 2019 and 2020?
Yes, I do save it there.
You do save it there.
Yes.
Now show us in your account, please check your account, your trust bank account. You said you save it there. So show us in 2019 to 2020 how much you deposited and what are the dates that you deposited those monies into that account.
I didn't have the statement here with me.
You don't have your statement.
No.
Okay. Let me give you this statement. Sorry, just 1 minute. Now refer us